Hello everyone. I'd like to thank you for giving us the chance to speak. I'm Anna Tanaka from Group 6.
I'm Taiki Kuzu.
I'm Rina Sugimoto.
Today, I'm talking about the best method to prevent the mold. Have you ever thought that cleaning is very hard? The longer time to spend at home because of coronavirus, the more time your home, the more your home gets dirty. We spend more time to clean our house. The number of problems concerned with stains is considered to increase in these days. Therefore, we took the questionnaire to investigate what are that is hard to prevent, everyone think. Please take a look at figure 1. According to figure 1, everyone thought that the mold is very hard to prevent. Therefore, we focused on the mold. But there might be people who don't know why we should prevent it. Now, I'm talking about the reason. The important reason is the mold is very bad for our body. Please take a look at figure 2. Mold can cause some disease such as aspergillus, athlete foot. For example, carpet stained with mold causes athlete foot. So from this, we should prevent the mold in our house. And as you know, there are many methods to prevent the mold. However, we don't know what the best method is. Therefore, our purpose of this research is finding out the best method to prevent mold is conducting the experiment. Next, I'm talking about the character of the mold. The mold is fungus, and the color of mold becomes black or green if enough mold grows. Please take a look at Table 1. Table 1 shows the place to grow and appearance of the mold. Especially, many people suffer from Clostridium, which grow in the bathroom. And please take a look at figure 2. Table 2. Table 2 shows 4 conditions to grow the mold. These conditions are very important to prevent mold. According to Table 2, mold increases extremely in high proper water activity and middle high temperature. So the mold grows extremely in summer. Next is Kuzu.
I'd like to explain the reagent and their mechanisms. We discussed what indicates antibacterial effect to the mold before experiments. Table 3 shows the reagent which was selected. These pH and compounds and the more specific compounds which assume the active ingredient. Classifying the reagent, effective reagents divide the 3 types: is organic aggregate, hypochlorite, and pungent principles. And they work different mechanisms. First, look at the figure 4. Organic acid like the critic acid and the acetic acid invade the inside of the microbial cells in the non-dissociated state, which depend on the acidic solutions. After invading from the microbial cells, organic acid damages the cells and enzyme to the unrepairable conditions. Next, wasabi and ginger. Wasabi and ginger have long been used as a preservative and seasonings. Recently, these also pay attention to analyze the antibacterial effect of it. Ginger plant has antibacterial compounds such as gingerol and gingerol. Previous research demonstrated that ginger plant has an equal or more effect of the antibiotics. Wasabi has an AITC and exhibits a strong bactericidal action like figure 6. Finally, hypochlorite. Hypochlorite is the most unstable oxyanion of the chlorine. Many hypochlorites exist only in solutions. Hypochlorite is unstable to the compounds. Upon heating, it decomposes into the mixture of the chloride, oxygen, and the chloride. Hypochlorous acids store electrons in the various junctions and destroys cell walls and cell membranes and the DNA and the RNA. And the hypochlorite inspire iron permeability and generate the radical inside cell to destroy the cell tissues. Next, Rina.
I'll tell you about the experiment. I did an experiment to find out which liquid contained bread get mold. I used the bread because bread's pH and water activities are almost same as mold. So mold easily get on bread. I'll tell you how I did the experiment. First, left the bread in the air for a day. A day later, cut this bread into the 9 parts and prepare the plain bread, a water and mold killer, baking soda, detergent, vinegar, lemon soaked bread with ginger and wasabi. Then place these breads in a sealed bag and put in a shaded area. And I observed the bread until see mold. As a result, 7th day, I could see the mold grew on the bread with water and baking soda. 10th day, I could see the mold grew on the plain bread. 11th day, I could see the mold grew on the bread with mold killer. 24th day, I could see the mold grew on the bread with dishwashing detergent. However, there are no mold on a bread with ginger, wasabi, vinegar, and lemon. Lemon doesn't have the mold, but they will grow soon because the smell is very moldy. Next is Tanaka.
I'm talking about the consideration. Please take a look at Table 6. According to Table 6, there was a tendency that present principles were more effective than others. In comparison with water, mold could not grow in plain conditions. From this, drying was very important to prevent mold. And surprisingly, the rank of mold killer was 7th. This result suggests that mold killer had immediate effectivity but did not have persistent effectivity. And vinegar and lemon had common points. However, vinegar was more effective than lemon a little. This result related to undissociated molecule. Next, Kuzu is talking about it in detail.
I explained the reason that vinegar represses more mold growth than the lemon is the pH and the rate of the non-dissociated in these regions. Look at the figure 8. According to figure 8, previous research shows that the proportion of the undissociated molecule of the organic acid. Critic acid indicates 0.18 mole in pH 2. Then acetic acid supposed to 0.9 mole. Therefore, much more acetic acid break in mold which compares the critic acid. Conclusion, Lina.
In conclusion, according to the questionnaire, mold is the hardest to remove. Molds like high temperature and humidity, and they are bad for our body. So, at first, we researched about the character of the mold, and we found there are various types of mold, and mold like some specific conditions. Then, we expected a way to remove molds. Second, we researched about the properties of reagents and explanation about action mechanism, how to kill mold, and we expected and mentioned the reason of organic acid, pungent principles, and hypochlorite would get mold easily. Third, we did an experiment which liquids can prevent mold. We found mold like water and baking soda, and this like pungent principles and vinegar. Based on these factors, we suggest two methods not to get molds. First, ventilate when cleaning. Second, place wasabi or ginger in areas where cannot ventilation. We are aware of these things and live a comfortable life. Thank you for listening.